We're talking today to June Halper, and that is spelled June, and then Halper, Halper.
Correct.
And she is the CEO of the Consortium of Multiple Sclerosis Centers, or the CMSC, which is what this is the conference. This is what we're doing here.
That's correct.
She's the head of it. Okay.
Yep.
So I have a couple of questions
Sure.
for you. The CMSC is celebrating its 30th anniversary this
correct.
year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
As an organization dedicated to MS care.
That's right.
Since its foundation, which major milestones or achievements would you highlight?
Well, the major milestones were just the fact that it was founded by a number of neurologists who in 1986 saw the possibility of a team approach to managing MS. Years ago, before the consortium, the disease was managed by a neurologist only, and all the other support staff and programs were non-existent. And what these gentlemen saw was that nursing, rehabilitation, mental health services, some counseling, and possibly some community support was vital to help somebody successfully deal with the long-term issues related to their disease. You know, MS is not like a heart attack, which comes and you get treatment and you recover. Right. MS is a lifetime of woes and uncertainty,
sure,
and relapses, remissions, and possibly progression.
Yeah.
So the consortium was founded on that team approach, and we continue to grow and flourish because as more and more centers are founded, they keep joining us. So right now we have almost 280 MS centers all over North America.
280?
Yes, and we have one actually in Oxford, England.
Oxford, wow.
And
That's
we
great.
have a number of sister organizations called the IOMSN, which is the International Organization of MS Nurses.
The nurses, right.
Right, and we have the foundation of the Consortium of MS Centers, which funds research as well as training the next generation of specialists in multiple sclerosis. So,
wow.
Yeah, so we're pretty busy.
So, 30 years ago, what did you have? What did you start with?
We started with 7 MS centers, two of which were in Canada and 5 in the United States. And we had a lot of dreams and we had a lot of hope and we had a lot of anticipation of what might happen, but we had no drugs. Today we have 14 disease-modifying therapies. We have a team approach that's worldwide because this message is spreading.
Yes.
And we have lots of new information about mental health, rehabilitation, wellness, environmental factors that could affect MS.
Fabulous.
And we have an MS coalition of organizations like yours that are interested in MS to try to help patients and families.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
So you've come a long way.
Yes, we certainly have. Yeah, we certainly have.
Well, you should be proud.
I am very proud.
You've worked hard.
Yes.
Let me ask you, what goals does the CMSC plan over the next 30 years?
That's a really good question. I don't think I'll be around in the next 30 years to find out.
You never know.
But our strategic plan is to increase the workforce of the future, to try to get more professionals, doctors, nurses, rehab specialists, mental health professionals interested in the disease so we can all retire and they can take over.
And the next generation.
Right. And then we have a great deal of hope that there's going to be more personalized medicine. In other words, being able to target specific patients for specific therapies, where now it's rather random. And now we try to treat patients by the seat of our pants. We're
when
hoping.
You say random, what do you mean by
it's the
that?
best doctor's choice.
Right.
In other words, in cancers today, for instance, there are some genetic markers that help the clinician make a decision about treatment, specific biomarkers. We don't have the biomarkers yet, but that's coming.
Right.
And what we're hoping over the next 30 years is centers will be able to take a patient and select the therapy according to their physical, biological, and MRI picture.
Yes.
So that's what I'm hoping. I'm also hoping that MS centers will become more automated, much more user friendly in terms of communication with patients, using the electronic format, using internet, using measurement tools through the electronic format
Yes.
to help patients self-monitor, and maybe some robotic technology to help them exercise, stay well, and monitor their own condition.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've been reading about so many forward-thinking
Yep.
things that are going
Yep.
on in MS now. That
Absolutely.
it's just amazing.
Yes.
that,
Well,
you
look
know,
around you. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah,
I know.
yeah,
It's come so far.
Right, it really has.
It has. So,
Sure.
so you see hope.
Oh my gosh, we have a woman that unfortunately is no longer with us. Her name was Linda Morganti.
Morganti.
Morgante. She practiced in Brooklyn and then in Manhattan. She was a nurse and a wonderful nurse. And her mantra was hope. There always has to be hope.
Yes, there does.
And that's what we embrace here at the Consortium. We always embrace this hope for better, there's hope for growth, there's hope for expanding our services, and there's hope to go on to the next year and see more and better treatment. So
Yes.
we're here.
Well,
We're here.
you are. You are here.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Let me ask you, how does CMSC differ from other consortiums? And what, in your opinion, is its particular strengths?
Well, as far as I know, there's no other consortium of multiple sclerosis centers or other consortium at all. I know Parkinson's disease is trying to set up a similar organization, but unfortunately, there are several groups in Parkinson's disease that can't seem to come together. I think the fact that we were established by practitioners. I'm a nurse practitioner myself, by the
are
way.
you? Oh.
And I think the difference
Nurse
is...
practitioners are wonderful. I have a great relationship with mine.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
So I think that we started by neurologists. Nurse practitioners became involved from the beginning, rehab specialists, that instead of like some corporate person deciding we needed a consortium, we established it for ourselves. And I think that's the big difference.
That you decided you needed it
Right.
instead of a corporate person.
Correct.
Right.
And number one. And number two, we don't do fundraising. This is this annual meeting helps us make enough money so we can operate all year.
Really?
But we don't do fundraising. Our foundation does,
Right.
but it's for workforce of the future, for
Okay.
research, etc.
Right.
So we're different in a way than any other group because our sole mission is
Yeah.
not fundraising. Our
Yeah.
sole mission is to enhance the care of people with MS, like her.
Yes.
She's been coming for years. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman.
I've talked. You know what?
should interview
I talked
her.
to her. I talked to her.
Yes, she's
yes.
wonderful. Yes.
I spoke to her briefly.
She has a device called the Bioness, which is amazing, and I've watched. She's fabulous.
Look at her.
Yeah.
We have our stalkers.
Yes. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. That's good to know.
Right.
Yeah, no, the people who...
Her name is Jonna. She's just fabulous. Fabulous.
Jonna?
Yeah, you should really.
I'm going to.
That's my hero. I love her.
How do you spell Joanna?
Jonna.
Okay, we'll get
And she's
her.
with Bioness. She's up front.
She's with-
Bioness. They make a product that helps people walk better.
Which is what she's wearing.
That's
correct?
right.
Yeah.
It stimulates the nerves and helps her walk better.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
really great.
Well, see, that's,
but that's
all
what
part
I mean.
of the hope, right?
That's right. Exactly
That's
right.
Exactly right.
Exactly
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I was
So-
speaking to her, and she's so kind. You know?
Oh, she's a dog.
Oh,
she's
she's
been
really
coming
nice.
for years.
Oh, really?
Years,
Yeah.
Yeah. She's terrific. So what else do we need? to
Okay,
talk
so you already talked to them, I think, about what you consider the greatest unmet needs,
Right, right,
And
right.
I think you already answered that, and that you have a particular message to share with MS patients.
Yes, we're here
Which
for
is-
you. We do this all because we love people with MS and we care about what happens to them.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that every person with MS in North America at least,
Yes.
or throughout the world if we could,
Sure.
gets the best of care for every problem they're having related to MS. We can't pay their mortgages and we can't help them buy clothes at a discount store, but we're here to try to help them deal with their disease, get the best care possible, learn as much as they can about the disease.
That education.
Absolutely.
Big.
And by educating the professionals, we hope we're doing that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Well, you're fabulous.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you.
My pleasure. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a wonderful. Remember, it's only starting now. At 4:30, they're going to come in,
Okay.
and then you got till Friday at 2:00. You'll all be on the floor by then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
sure.
serve all the meals in here. Well, breakfast is, because nobody showed up for breakfast, so we decided not to open the exhibit hall early. So we open at 10, and this way they have a break in here, then lunch, then a break, and they, in this way you have a little, the schedule, right?
Right.
And the big times are like now, the opening reception, and lunch tomorrow, and then tomorrow night we have a poster session. They all go back there for the posters.
Okay.
And then Friday they'll come in, and then by 2:00 you've sort of done anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
But good luck. I hope you get to meet some very good leading figures.
That's the plan.
Yeah, good. Yeah, if you see Dr. Randy Shapiro, he was one of the founders of the CMSC, or
Okay.
Dr. Robert Herndon, Herndon.
Right. Shapiro, Herndon, okay.
Shapiro is SCHAPIRO.
Okay.
And Herndon, if you happen to see them,
Robert Herndon.
both of them were founders of the CMSC. You might want to interview them.
Okay.
They're
Yeah, that'd be great.
fabulous
I
people.
think we've got them on our list actually.
Yeah, see,
make
you know what, if you go by the registration booth, there are pictures on, there's a wall with the tree, with the evolution of the consortium.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to take a picture of it.
Yeah.
But you'll see Dr. Herndon's picture there and Dr. Shapiro's picture.
Okay.
And see if you can grab them. There's also a woman named Colleen Harris, who's a nurse practitioner. If you see her, I'd grab her too. She's fabulous.
We like those nurse practitioners.
Very
I
good.
want them to interview you, woman.
That's it. That's arranged. Excellent.
What your problem is? Excuse me, can I help you? Isn't she
Hi,
wonderful?
Joanna.
Yeah. I know her for I don't know how many years. Ninth year. Yeah. Yes. And she helps me. I have a patient with MS that was having a little problem with her bioness, and that's the device. And she helped my patient, right?
Yeah,
That's-
say
yep.
any way I can, and yeah, this being here is so phenomenal. Just each year, my MS is progressing, but like today, I attended meetings this morning that I'm at a different stage, but there's always something more to learn. Before I didn't need classes like I had this morning, but this morning it's just, it's a step.
There's hope, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely hope.
Yep. And she
Yeah.
helps a lot of people too.
That's
And and this device really is amazing that she's wearing on her leg.
yeah.
It helps people walk better.
We've actually written several articles.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's-
yes. And they make different devices. Look at their booth. They got one for the hand now, and they have one on the thigh, which helps. My friend, remember my friend
Yeah,
Susan?
she has both on both
She
legs.
has two legs, and then she has the long one on her
Yeah,
thigh.
right,
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's
My
pretty
friend lives in
incredible.
New York, so when I need help, I call her. Yeah.
That's and when this is awesome. But yeah, thank you. Year after year, I look forward to seeing you and
That's right.
learning more.
And don't work too hard. She works very hard during this meeting. Then she goes home and she probably falls down, right?
Oh
No.
no. Yeah, this is a natural, legal stimulant.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a natural, free stimulant. Yeah, it's a natural.
I never heard that. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could title an article, A Natural, Free, Legal Stimulant.
Yeah.
What's the same? I have to say, it's the same way for the practitioner. Because all year, you have your friends, you get together with your own group, you come here and it's like you get an infusion of hope, an infusion of this,
Yes,
an
yes.
infusion of new information, an infusion of inspiration to go home and do more. Right?
Most definitely, yeah.
Yep. And it's because of you that we do it, so
Well, and you do such a wonderful job
thank you.
educating,
Thank you.
inspiring.
Thank you.
So thank you, Jean.
Thank you, guys.